Nintendo.
Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy, and welcome to my Animal Crossing Wild World childhood town. I haven't booted up the save file, I think, since 2008. More on that in a minute. And you ready to feel freaking old? That title's not a lie. We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of this game next year. I remember the day that I brought this home, and I was so unbelievably hyped for a new Animal Crossing game after how much I loved the first one and how much better this one looked from the pre-release material that I remember that I was willing to walk the 3 miles home just to have it sooner because I didn't want to wait for my mom to drive me to the store. Oh my gosh, Ryan and Chris. So Ryan and Chris were two friends of mine that I had in middle school and high school who liked Animal Crossing, but they didn't own a DS or a GameCube, so they played on my copy whenever I'd go over to their house. I was expecting there to be a fourth person down in the right corner here, named Caitlin. She was a friend that I made at like a party that my mom took me to one time, and she really wanted to get this game, and she tried playing around on mine first. I guess I deleted her at some point, though. But let's go ahead and wake myself up. Wearing the king's beard. Fonus! My town's name is Fonus. I grew up living in Phoenix, and I tried corrupting like the letters in Phoenix to make it sound cooler. I was like 10 years old. But I was like 14 when I used the name again on this town, and oh gosh. Yeah, so I came up with this town on the GameCube version, and then I used it again on the DS version because I liked it so much, so I don't have as much of an excuse for having such a lame name here. All right, let's get into this. So other than New Leaf, this was the first time that I love this hourly theme. Love it so much. This was the one time that I played an Animal Crossing game for more than a full year. For more than a full year after its release date. I can't read these letters without tossing letters. Oh, I hit toss and then I can't. Okay, so we got a letter from Red. Telling us that we have a password probably from a long time ago from Sally. It was apparently her birthday party months ago. Town Hall. You can tell I've played this game a lot if that's what my interest is. HRA. Whoa! My HRA score was amazing! What do we got here? Town Hall. Okay, another 100,000 bells of interest, and another HRA. What's my current HRA rating? Ah, unchanged, yeah. I guess like everything else. We won't look at the house right away. I want to save that for last, as that is what I've done. Is this Kurt? Yeah, it's Kurt. Hello. Hey, sport. I heard all about you. Brrr. You ate biscotti and skipped out on the tab. And that started your 12-month-long crime spree, right? Wait, whoa, 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 no, there's Gulliver! There's Gulliver! Oh my god, there's Gulliver! That is so unbelievably rare! We need to go over to him right freaking now! I've only seen this happen like twice in the whole time that I've been playing the game! Oh no, I think we might have been too late. I think we might have been too late. Yeah, I think we're too late. Oh no! Oh god, do I reset for that? Oh no, that hurts me to see. The thing I was going to say before I became incoherent is, I don't think I'll ever have another chance to talk about this. In the Japanese version, when you shoot down Gulliver, he says, "Oh my god," in English. I just thought you'd like to know that. Yeah, gosh, where do I even start with this? I wanted to take a look at my inventory really quick. I have every golden tool. I was that gung-ho about completing this game. I did it all legitimately, no hacking here. I have gold roses, a cabin wardrobe, a ship compass, common wall, 4-leaf clover, those are pretty rare. You do that from picking the clover. I have 2 of them. You do that from picking the 3 of them. You do that from picking the clover. Is this one too? Yes, it is. These items boost your luck. You get them from picking the clover leaf weeds, very rarely. Apparently not rarely enough. And I have a present from Nintendo that's a straw hat. Okay, I guess we'll just talk to our animals. I can't believe that I really just saw that happen. That's fine. Maybe we'll go... Is this just Kurt again? Yeah, I think it's just Kurt again. Maybe I'll have a real conversation with you where I'm not howling like a monkey. I can't even stomach and look at baklava, black. Now I'm just talking to myself. Has nothing to do with you. Oh, you're mad. This is early Animal Crossing after all. They were just mad all the time. I find it really funny how people want Animal Crossing villagers to be mean to them again. It's like some kind of like kinky, like sadist thing. Like, talk mean to me, Animal Crossing characters. I don't see anything here in particular. I was kind of hoping that I'd have patterns. Maybe those are in my inventory. There it is. I have 2/3 of a Pokemon logo. I know where that underwear is used. I have this pattern that just uses stamps. Odd pattern, Tortimer's Pride, dash pattern. I'm pretty sure some of these were official. I used to make rainbow patterns and call them Rainin all the time. I just thought that they were cool, and I guess I just colored it blue and called it Blue Rainin. I should be good friends with Sable. Welcome, Emil. Do you know Tuesday is the day people are most likely to slack off? Well, not me, I'm recording today. Seamstress is gonna make a mistake. You can bet it'll be on Tuesday. Mother used to say it was like going out of style. It's always lovely to see you again, Sable. And Mabel, I guess you're okay too, even though you're the nice one. I don't think we need to stop by the Nook store. I have it fully upgraded, but that isn't really special to my town. I want to check the bulletin board. What did I write on here all that time ago? Faithful customers, you've ever wanted a mummy's casket, now's your chance. I guess I could go pick that up. Saturday is the flea market. Everyone loves kids. I just ate 3. The writing was so good. Say no to headphones. Who said that? I'm hoping that that 14-year-old me didn't write something racist on here all this time ago. These are all 2024 notices, so the game was mindful of how long this was gonna be. Pecan's birthday, so apparently we have Pecan living in our town. I saw Kid Cat just before we did this and on the title screen. Call the firefighters before the house burns. Wise words. Kid Cat, you were in my New Leaf town, and you were in this town all that time ago. Sport, long time no see, how's life? Psst. You know, it's been a while, but you look more dignified somehow. Psst. Wait, what? They promoted you to Captain Cool? Don't make me laugh. So yeah, if anyone's Captain Cool, it's Kid Cat. Speak to me. I saw Kurt and Pom Pom gazing into each other's eyes. Yeah, just the other day, I think they were having a staring contest. Wait, what? You think something funny's going on? Psst. What else do you say? Hi, hello, up to, how's life? I wish that it told you the exact number of months you were gone. It obviously caps out at 12 months if Kurt said things the way they did. What's that hangdog look? You look like you're ever a handout. Go on, look at that way all you want. I'm in a huge punch. I have been all month. I don't even understand what you're saying. Wait, is it punch? Am I saying that right? No, it's pinch. Right, duh. Pinch, yeah, pinch. Anyhow, yeah, I just can't, sorry. Psst. Pecan, I know that you're a huge ass. Hey you, it's been a while. What was your name again? Oh yeah, Sport. I almost forgot, I'm surprised they're calling me Sport as the nickname. I remember my nickname being E-Dog and me hating it all the time, yet everyone just kept calling me that and I couldn't stop it. Hey, are you friends with Anne from Oh no, I thought that was a different Anne. Oh, so Tree Hut is the default town that all of the default Able Sisters patterns come from. It's a reference to NOA's treehouse. No, are you kidding? Is that right? Bob said the exact same thing, Squinky. Why do you say Squinky? What does that even mean? God, now I'm just worried that everything is some kind of racial slur that I'm not familiar with because I don't know what's in this game. Town Hall! Check the recycling bin, I guess. Nothing. Nobody has recycled anything in the last 20 years. What I want is to go to my saved letters and see what I got in here. This is the window for the town post office. What can I do for you? Save a letter? Is that where I go to read them? Yes, whoa! Whoa! Okay, we got a lot to unpack here. From Tom Nook. I save all of the milestone letters every time that I play. Boondox is not a show on Adult Swim, but it's a town that you donate money to in this game to unlock things if you've never played it before. Love Mom, Rolled, HRA, Stitches! Oh my gosh, so Stitches. Stitches was my best friend in Animal Crossing Wild World. I loved him so much, but we only spent a couple of months together. I played this game every single day after its release for like a year, except one. The day that I got Mario Kart DS. And guess what day Stitches was in boxes, and I missed him. This is the letter that he left me. I have never gotten Stitches in another Animal Crossing game since, and I have wanted him back for such a long time, and I just have never been able to find him. It's kind of, he's just that one thing that eludes me every time I play Animal Crossing. On the other hand, Rolled. Rolled was the person who initially coined that name E-Dog for me. I remember that. From Satoru Iwata? Dear Emil, I hope you're enjoying your Nintendo DS. Please accept this New Year's gift with my gratitude from Satoru Iwata. I was going to complain about these event letters and how horribly they botched them, though, but now I just feel like a jerk for doing so. Holy crap, I didn't remember that he was the responsible for that. So these were event letters that you could get over Wi-Fi back when the service existed. I have kind of a relic of Animal Crossing history in there. Bree, she was one of my starting animals. The Mare. Oh, it's just saying what the fishing tourney's results were. Portia! I had her in my GameCube Animal Crossing town. She moved away in that one too, and I remember that I cried when I read her letter because I thought she was like so cute and so nice. Turns out she's actually supposed to have one of those jerk personalities, but I didn't really have that experience with her. Letter from Nintendo. This is another relic. Dear Emil, roses are nice, chocolates are too, but what's nicer is a bud that's true blue. Your friendo, Nintendo. That should be their company slogan. I remember getting so mad every time they sent out event letters but didn't have event items attached to them. I was like, what's the point if I can get this item in game no matter, like, normally no matter what? They should all be event items. It's been far too long, that's a typo, since my last letter from Nintendo. They never sent out these event letters for the longest time. Benedict! Oh, Benedict! I remember calling him Pope Benedict the Chicken. We had a good time sleeping, eating some more, but now I'm moving. See you around. See ya, Benedict. Very redundant of you. Why does one of them say from the Mare and the other says from Tortimer? That's weird. Blair. Aw, Teddy. I miss you, Teddy. Nan! Oh, I love Nan. My dear friend Emil, I'm leaving. You're the nicest person in phone is. Thank you so much for everything. Miss ya, Nan. I was hoping that there'd be a letter from a friend over Wi-Fi or something in here, but it doesn't seem to be the case, kind of sadly. I was really hoping that we would have something like that, like an old relic of days long past. I guess I valued my fake animal friends more than I valued my real friends when I was a teenager. Sounds about right. I was a pretty lonely kid. Didn't really have friends at school all that much. Okay, I'm done saving. Access my account. There's one thing in this game that I was never able to do. Get the rainbow feather. Whoa! That's as much as I can carry. I was never able to get the rainbow feather, which is for donating the maximum amount of bells possible to the town of Boondox. I have the white feather on my character's head right now, which is the most expensive item I was able to get. I want to look up what these amounts actually are. So the white feather was for donating 1.4 million bells to the town of Boondox. I had this I had this feather forever, it felt like, just for so freaking long, and I wanted the rainbow feather so much, and I could never get it. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I actually had the necessary bells to get that all along, and I just never knew it? It's... What? 594,990 bells. Goodness, my apologies. You just shocked me a little bit. It's 6.4 million total to get it. Boondox has changed its name to Boondopolis. As you can see, Emil, your donations have been put to good use. Is that it? Did I just do it? Okay, I looked it up. That text signifies that I have donated more than 3.2 million so far. Meaning that we're at least over halfway there. And half of 6.4 million is pretty close to 2.4 million? So I might very well have the money and just never donated it. Maybe I wanted money for other things and I was in the middle of saving up for something else. I don't know, but given that this is the one thing that eluded me other than stitches, it would be pretty funny if I already had the money in my account. So let's try. This was endgame content. This is you are too rich for anything else and have already unlocked everything else in the game. So this is just giving money an endless purpose. Yeah, Pelly, look all shocked. Okay, it's still Boondopolis. Boondopolis still. I can only do this one more time. I don't know, guys. Give to the poor. Give to the poor. Still Boondopolis. Still Boondopolis. This is all the money I have left. My bell balance is 0. I'm gonna hang on to this money and see if there's anything that I want to buy, and if there is, cool. If not, we'll come back and donate to Boondox and see if we can get it. Now, what can I talk about next? I already talked about the hourly theme and how I love that. We could go on a weed plucking spree. Nah, that's to the charm of the town as something that I haven't logged into in so long if we have that. Maybe I could go to my friend list and see what's there. Whoa. All right. Wow, these names I have not seen in a long time. So Muffin. I never thought I'd get to talk about this in a video. So when I was a teenager, I helped make an Earthbound fan game called Earthbound Memoirs. And Muffin was the director of that game. Apparently they were my first friend in Animal Crossing Wild World as well. Oswald was a moderator on Starman.net, an Earthbound fan site that I belonged to back then. Firegirl was too. I don't remember Bug. I remember playing online with somebody named Bug once, but I don't know anything about them. I don't know who Ben is. I assume Lucas is another Starman.net person. I assume Threaky is also, like, the town Threaky would also be from Starman.net. Dizzy! Remember when I said that there was an Anne that I knew and I thought that's who the letter was from? So I had this friend on here. I forget, like his name was like, oh no, he was Lucas, not a Starman.net guy. Yeah, this guy was Lucas. Lucas was kind of a dick and he was kind of an idiot too. Also, my flag is a pair of whitey tighties. That was where that pattern is from. Lucas was kind of a dick and kind of an idiot. But through him, I met Dizzy. Her real name was Anne. And I got along with her really well. I remember that we would like have long phone conversations while we played Animal Crossing Wild World. Like we exchanged phone numbers through this game, which we probably weren't supposed to be doing, but yeah, she was cool. I think I even had like a brief crush on her when I was like 15 or something like that. She was cool. I actually got to meet her at a convention a few years ago. She went to Throne Controllers. And it was such a small world moment that I ran into her in public. She knew about my videos and she knew that I was the same guy from all those years ago, which was really neat. But yeah, she was one of the best friends that I made over Animal Crossing Wild World. She's on my Switch friend list to this day though, but I haven't talked to her in years at this point. I would really like to. If she's seeing this video right now, like please reach out to me in some way. Be cool to talk to you again. I am not finding anything. What is this? Backyard lawn. That's hardly a treasure chest. What is in here? Grab that. These touchscreen menus were so freaking futuristic. This game was such a massive jump in quality from the first Animal Crossing. So much more content. It had graphics that were honestly really good for a handheld at the time. They still hold up pretty well today, which how often can you say that for a Nintendo DS game? And it just felt like Animal Crossing was one of those games that anything was possible in, you know? There were so many playground rumors about it, and you would discover like whole other sections of the game that just didn't feel like they should be possible, but they were. You know, you play the first Animal Crossing, you discover that there were NES games in it, you discover that there was an island you could travel to. Oh, the Rafflesia! And it's got a fly buzzing around it. The Rafflesia happens if your town is in really sorry shape from having just too many weeds and garbage and crap like that. And they attract flies, which is a way that you can get that bug. It seems like nobody's home. Yeah, I'm out right now, deal. Kurt, nice one. The towns are admittedly pretty small. That was about the one thing that was kind of a letdown in terms of scope. This town is roughly 1/3 the size of the GameCube Animal Crossing town. Is that, no, I didn't mean to poke you with my shovel. I wanted to talk to you. Limburg? Hey, sport, I heard all about you. You ate banana bread and skipped on the tab, and then you started a 12-month-long crime spree. What a crazy story. Ah, ha, ha, that rumor has traveled really far. Let's actually talk to you. Give me news. See this shirt I'm wearing? Scott from Triet designed it. Yeah, looked like it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to refine the stylish design. Let it be known, blood canonically exists in the Animal Crossing universe. Think of that next time you swing an axe at your neighbor. I'm killing time. Did you hear? About Kurt and Patty's relationship? I didn't know we had Patty. What? Dude, Kurt was staring into, like, Pecan's eyes last time. He's cheating on people. I like you, don't ever change. He was just messing with me. I love the grumpy animals so much. They have such good personality. It's always nice having a rival. Sport. It's a perfect day for fossil hunting. Quit being so shy. Just follow me, all right? Together, we might find some answers hidden in these solid chunks of time. That's pretty wholesome. I've been trying to find other animals, but it just doesn't really seem like we have that many. I guess a lot of them moved out just from inactivity. Let me see what animals we haven't talked to. I said I wouldn't, I told myself that I wouldn't check the map until we'd seen this, so... Bob! Somebody probably mentioned Bob at some point, and I just forgot. Bob was my favorite, well, one of my favorite animals on the GameCube Animal Crossing. I didn't know I had him on here. That's amazing. Is he home? Yes. I thought because the lights weren't on, it meant that they weren't home, but I guess it is daytime, so they don't. Oh. Bob! No way, it's Sport! Whoa, how long's it been? Brrr. Sport, your ideal dessert is a coconut ew, no, I don't even like coconut. Well, I prefer the diet version myself. When you eat two of them together, it's really good. That sort of offsets the whole diet thing. Got any gossip? What would you say the distance between our hearts is? 1 inch. Always just say what's just on your mind, Sport. I kind of think I get along better with, I don't know, indecisive people. Did you just reject me? I'm here to talk. The other day I was dancing to classical while eating poached pears. What even is a poached pear? It was a feast of dancing, but then it kind of made my belly churn. He's the origin of that catchphrase. Tell me a story, boss. Other day I got a letter from Sally, but I totally forgot to mail my reply. Oh, could I get you to deliver it for me? One more thing, can you get it done in 1 hour? Leave it to me, I gotta find Sally anyway. Promise not to open the letter. A thing that amazed me was just how lively the animals felt in this version. They still were divided up into personalities, so they drove from like the same text banks based on that. But this was the game that introduced animals having their own hobbies. You know, like how Molly loves books in more modern Animal Crossing games? This is where this got its start. So animals would have personalities, but they would also have hobbies, so you'd get kind of a hybrid between two different types of text. Sally lives there. Whenever you were talking to them. And then there was also the fact that your animals could move out of your town and move into someone else's, which wasn't the GameCube, but with this game being online, it meant that they could go all over the world, and they would remember you and where they came from originally. This stuff blew my mind as a kid. I remember telling my mom about Animal Crossing and her being just so impressed that it like knew what time of the day it was and that like it actually changed in real time and that they would know all that. I've never met Sally before. What I'm saying is, would you be my friend, Nutmeg? Oh, thank you, that's so wonderful. I'm so glad you spoke to me, Nutmeg. Emil, that's your name? No, I'll never forget it, Nutmeg. Look at you, Emil. You sure are peppy today. I'll say Nutmeg. What can I do for you, Nutmeg? Letter. I kind of wish I could go back and play this game like easily and enjoy it as much as I enjoy the modern games though, but I do kind of feel like the limitations of the system and the frame rate do sort of hamper that a little bit. It still was a technical marvel for its time. Letter didn't make a lot of sense, but it made me happy. Emil, please give Bob a big thanks for me, okay? Let's head back. I remember something about this music that I could talk about that was a good memory. I remember I wanted the music from this game so bad, but no rips existed anywhere on the internet. So I went out and I bought an audio cable so that I could record it directly from my headphone jack. And it was sort of the beginning of me like having equipment to record games with and learning how all of that worked. Sort of a precursor to me making videos. My audio quality was terrible. I didn't understand things like audio clipping, so I recorded it too loud and it sounded awful, but I did that. I delivered it. Yes, I knew I could trust you. Oh yeah, there's something I want to give you is say thanks. Okie dokie then. Here's the exquisite wall I promised you. 3 cheers for sport. Oh, he's happy. We gotta take advantage of this. Talk to them as much as you can when they're happy so that you can extort them for things. Flea market going on this Saturday. I probably won't be there. This was a way that you could get items from your animals' houses and completely ruin them and strip them down to nothing. It made it really easy to complete furniture sets, because they would usually have furnitures from the same set, a la Bob here. I wonder how many people can fit in there. Huh? I'm talking about your house. Isn't it totally huge now? That's what I heard. I bet you could have a dinner party with 1 million people. Brrr. All right. Gosh, what other memories do I have? Oh, I want to go see Celeste. I want to go see Celeste. It's not nighttime right now, so I can't see my constellations without heading to the museum. That was also where that feature got its start. Going upstairs. I don't know if I completed the museum. We could do a walkthrough of the museum and see what we got. Oh no, not again, Hootie Toot. Take a look through the telescope. Is that what interests you? You want to look at the constellations? Or just check the peak viewing times? Look at them. I understand. Please don't let me get in your way. So what do we have here? What are they? Oh, that's Link. Yeah, I made a constellation of Link holding up his sword. What is this one? Light. I don't know what that would be. That's Mario's hat. A Triforce. And then the Little Dipper. I was not very original. Bob! I loved Bob so much that I drew him out in the stars. Oathkeeper. Oh, that's Kingdom Hearts, where it's the little keychain charm. I think my friend Ryan did that because Oathkeeper was his favorite keyblade. Rupee. That does not look like a rupee. There's a Link. Belt. I guess that's supposed to be Orion's belt. For some reason, I thought it was worth connecting those 3 stars. What's this one? Fulgentum. What is that? It's Latin for shining brilliantly, or radiant. That should be it. Brilliant, isn't it? How can I be of service? Nothing! Well then, hesitate to change your mind, Hootie Toot. Such a cozy little place up here. Let's see how our art exhibit looks like. This is a one that we can actually have a good idea of how much we've done. So I'm missing a painting there. So I've definitely never completed these. I'm missing 2. Not missing any on this row. I'm only missing 2 paintings? Shoot, man. Maybe I should ask someone to like come to a convention and figure out what paintings I don't want to like exploit you. We gotta go to the Roost. I want to check out these exhibits first. It bothers me how not symmetrical this building is. Oh man, how simple these exhibits were back then. I can zoom in. An agrious butterfly. I remember before release, I wanted to know how many new bugs and fish they were going to add to this game because I saw that as like a benchmark, like a quantifiable benchmark of how much new content was going to be in this game, where if there was 30% more bugs, there was going to be roughly 30% of everything else. I do really well with quantifying things, and growing up autistic, that was sort of just, I worked very well with numbers, and I remember I wanted to know that information so badly, and I kept wishing that some preview before the game came out would say that. There's no way I don't have every fossil. Not with how I played this thing for so long. I said the last time that I booted this up was in 2008, and that was because in City Folk, you could transfer your save data over and keep your character the way they were, as well as your catalog. And I thought that was a super neat idea, and so I booted it up for that. But City Folk, I was admittedly kind of disappointed with. I preferred the real world holidays that it had, but a lot of other stuff was just kind of lacking. And let's be real, it was the same freaking game as Wild World, just not portable. So ironically, when City Folk came out, I only played it for like a month or so, and then I got back into playing Wild World again because it was the same thing but portable. And yeah, I guess the Wii one looked nicer, but I would choose the DS one every time. There was also the fact that there were some things that were worse in Wild World, like the fact that you had, or sorry, not worse in City Folk, where you had less visitors to your village because they gave them shops in the city instead, and the city was so sectioned off and had long load times and all that stuff, and there was just less going on in your town in general because of how they took away a lot of the special animals to make those things. Ooh, blub blub. Heck, not just going to the city, the whole game had long load times. City Folk was hard to go to after experiencing this game. Man, people like to crap on New Horizons, and I get that there's problems, but man, the museum in that game, the frickin' museum, it's a work of art. They did amazing with it. I love the museum in that game. It's such a far cry from what we had before. There's the sharks in there, wow. I've never had a chance to talk about this. I think New Horizons is really overhated. I really do. It's like, it's true that it's not as good as New Leaf, but I don't know, man. I still played it for like 300 hours before I realized I wasn't having a good time. I think that's worth something. That's more than I would play most other games for. I think we had a good time with it for quite a while, and I think that people kind of ignore that fact just because it's not as good as New Leaf. I also think that we wouldn't have run out of stuff to do in New Horizons so fast if we weren't stuck inside during a global pandemic, playing for 14 hours a day with nothing to do. Cap'n! You only see him in the intro and at the Roost. Yar, hang on. I've seen your face before, have I not? Yar, yar. Anything else? Do you say anything else? Yar! That stench, that coffee bean smell! I loves it. Good to see you again, Emil. He's another character that you would befriend after seeing him enough times. Care for a cup of Java to pick you up? It's 200 bells. What blend would you like? The usual. Cool. I've got special house blend today, but it turned out a little differently. I used to always say that when he reached down there, he was milking himself because of the pigeon milk and that Brewster was secretly a girl. We all said the darndest things when we were kids. There we go. The perfect temperature to bring out the flavor. 176 degrees. One fresh brewed cup. Drink up. It's gotta cool. I miss, what? Look, this coffee isn't for sipping. If you want to enjoy it, drink it hot. I miss you getting mad at me. See, I'm into that kinky sadist stuff that people like about Animal Crossing. Ooh-ha! Goes down smooth with a nice clean aftertaste in bed. Does anyone remember the monkey animals in this game? This is where the monkey type, like Simon is one of those, where that type of animal was added. They were the only new type of animal, and you could only get them through Wi-Fi events or from other people that had them in their towns. They were super rare, and I remember that they were really sought after, and people would pay big, big money to, in-game money. This is not a Rayman situation though, but yeah, all the good old days before people would pay real money for that. Let's go to Nook's store. But yeah, it was seen as kind of a status thing if you could actually have those animals in your town. Yes, welcome. We have our spotlight product in today. So check it out, yes. So you sell all this. Shampoodle is located inside of Nookington's. I remember thinking it took so long for you to access haircuts as a feature. So weird that character customization was like endgame. I don't want balance inquiry. I thought this was gonna be the catalog, because it's the case in other Animal Crossings, but no, I think you talked to Tom Nook. Yes, catalog, please. I wanna see how far I got. I have a lot of freaking furniture items. I'm missing 100 of them. That's a little surprising. I thought I'd be better than that. I'm missing 9 walls. I'm missing 11 carpets. I wasn't really serious about shirt collecting, it looks like. I'm missing 1 umbrella, that hurts me. 20 accessories. I have every piece of stationery. In the GameCube one, it gave you a little star next to the number to show that you had all of them. Gyroids, I'm not even close. Fossils, I have all of them. I played the hell out of this game. Wait, what's your turnip price today? I gotta know. I can't benefit from this. 78 bells a turnip. Sorry about that, got interrupted by an insurance phone call. Not the most fun thing to have interrupt this day. Welcome, come. Today's spotlight item just arrived. It's the mummy's curse. Where is it? Where's the mummy's curse? There's the mummy's curse! Pretty sure I already have one of these. I think there's one in my house. I guess we'll find out. I like how the shelf has a Nintendo GameCube with a controller on it. I always thought that was a cool detail. Sort of an acknowledgement of where the series began. Thank you very much. Please see us again soon. One thing I'd like about New Horizons is that Tommy and Timmy finally got like more of a focus as characters. They were just kind of there before, but now they had sort of personalities. Now, I've sung praises of Animal Crossing Wild World much times through this video. But I think it's time, wait a second, did I? Oh no, my friend roster only had the one page. I realized that I hadn't looked at it. I don't have my friend code anymore because I'm playing on a different DS and it was tied to the system. Anyway, yeah, I've sang many praises of Animal Crossing Wild World throughout this whole video. But there's something about it that is lame. The holidays freaking suck. I don't know what they were thinking with that. I know that they gave the official reason before release. Well, this game is online, so we don't want to confuse other cultures by having like American Thanksgiving and Christmas in it. And you know, we can't do that. And we don't want people to feel excluded though. But man, these might be the lamest fictional holidays I have ever seen in any piece of fiction. Like seriously, Lottie Day, Yay Day. This game would have been perfect if they just left them alone from the GameCube version. Like, Lottie Day was a day dedicated to making a new town tune. Yay Day was a day about complimenting your neighbors. Lamest freaking holidays ever. I don't know, like, make some kind of not Christmas holiday and stick it like in July or something and have that be Jingles Day so you can get those items. They removed all of those holiday themed items from the game too. There was no way to get them. Wait a second, is that you, Emil? I haven't seen you around for how now? Brown cow? Wait, are you sick in bed? No, of course not. Well, glad to see you looking so peppy. So speaking of which, probably need something for me, huh? How now? I'm bored. Oh, hi, Emil. Good timing. How now? I saw this thing and I was like, that is so perfect. I got it for you. What? Where is it? Oh no, how now? Shoot, I must have left it at the store, dang. Aw, no. I just can't stop sighing. It's all just so hopeless. How now? Aww. It's so dark that her name is Patty. There was an alligator named Boots. There was a horse named Elmer. They were ruthless with the animal names. Pom Pom's house is just south of here. We haven't checked in on her. There's not very many animals walking around, I think just because it's a technical limitation. The frame rate was chugging a lot more when I was in the town square. And Kid Kat and a couple others were walking around, so that's probably the reason why they just kind of stay indoors more. Pom Poms in boxes! Shoot, I should reach out to my old friends in this game and see if any of them want to get Pom Pom. They just have to fly over to Georgia to make that happen. You'll be my friend. I've never met you, and you're already leaving. Your model's so much better than it was on the GameCube. I'll show you what she looked like on the game. She looked atrocious. Her eyes were all like uncanny and very pixelated. Look, I'm still unpacking right now. Oh, you're moving in. That's what it is. You're not moving out. Yeah, their house was in boxes at the beginning. We have officially met all of the denizens of Phonies. And so we'll head over to the house now and see what that looked like. I remember one of my rooms having a piratey theme to it. Wait, no, yeah, let's check out the house. We're already here, why not? I feel like this was the first game on the DS that really utilized the touchscreen features to their fullest. It was the first time that I'd seen a primarily touchscreen interface in a game, and this was the thing that made me really get it, you know? That the touchscreen could be like a replacement for like, not just a replacement for buttons though, but you could do things with it that you couldn't do otherwise. The menus were so much snappier and quicker. They didn't get everything right. There's a lot of dragging when there should just be tapping, but it was kind of the days of its infancy. This predates the iPhone, you know? KK Sliders pick. If you look close to something written on the back, my music wants to be free, man. I've talked about that in a video before where KK saying that his music wanted to be free. These bowling pins are sprites. They're not models, they're sprites. Yeah, they totally are. Don't know what they're doing in here, or what a box of tissues is doing on the moon. There's the, oh, speaking of, there's a moon on the moon. So I really like the space set. What's over here? This is the pirate room, I think. No, this is the Mario room! I had all of these items, so these were all event items. They botched this horribly. There were 10 items in the Mario set, and they released the coin in North America and Japan. There was the fire flower that was only released in Europe, which I don't have. And then the other 5 items that you see, the question mark block, the fire bar, the one-up mushroom, the flagpole, and the warp pipe. Oh, and the Starman. Those were given out at a Toys R Us event where you had to enter tag mode up at your gates. They never released any of the other items anywhere in the world. You could never have a complete set of these things, and it bothered the hell out of me why they didn't just upload one letter to the internet that had one of the other items attached to it, because they could have very easily done that. My guess is that because this was Nintendo's infancy in online, they didn't have anybody whose job it was to keep on top of that, making sure that they were distributing all the things the developers made for the online modes. That's just a guess I'm hazarding here. Here's the pirate room. Oh, I love this. The treasure chest isn't officially part of the pirate set. I think I might have repurposed the idea for this room in my Animal Crossing New Leaf Let's Play, because it looks familiar to that. I've always loved this set, and I've loved the song Lucky KK and how piratey it sounds. I'm over here. Man, part of the reason I made this video is that I've missed making Animal Crossing videos, but I don't know. I'd like to hear what you think of this. I kind of wonder if the new Leaf Let's Play, it's 10 years old now, which is crazy, but I loved making that, and I think it is one of the best things I've ever made, and I think a lot of you feel the same way, because it's been over 10 years, and I still get compliments on it to this day as one of the best things I've made. And I think it's wonderful that you guys feel like it's held up well, but I've kind of wondered if maybe it's, whoa, wow, this is a room. So these models you get for HRA scores. Those are the gold trophies you get for winning the fishing tourney and the bug catching contest. That turban is part of the trading quest. These models for the Nook stores. I don't remember how you get these. Let me look that up. Oh, these are from the Tom Nook point system, and they're worth a lot of HRA points. I'm pretty sure the Nookington's model is the ultimate item that you get from that, so that's another aspect of the game that I've 100%ed. Yes, and if you've earned this item, you get a 20% discount in Tom Nook store. The throne is the most expensive piece of furniture at $750,000. I have that memorized. The crown is the second most expensive accessory at $1 million. I remember that Dizzy had a crown on her head the first time that I met her, and like some boy gave it to her, and I was like, ooh, I think stuff's gonna happen. I don't think anything ever actually did happen between them. I hope I'm not saying too much about her. I mean, I guess no one's gonna know who she is from just a first name, unless she's watching this. There's that. Now you've had the definitive experience. This Metroid, I was kind of hoping that we would get to see Gulliver, because this thing was the stuff. If you had this, you could trade for anything. Everyone wanted the Metroid. I saw it selling for millions online. This was a Gulliver item, and it was hard enough just to find Gulliver one time, much less get the item that you wanted. And this is what I got on my first time seeing Gulliver. I flipped. I screamed in a car ride with my mom, and I freaked her out, making her think that we were gonna crash. Yeah, that's awesome. So I have a whole room of Nintendo items. How fitting. Oh, I have 2 whole rooms of Nintendo items. It's very me. What's upstairs? This is the last room. Oh, the Robo set. I mean, it's nice. KK Technopop's a good song. What do we got in storage? Ooh, okay, let's see what we got here. Work uniform! I always hang on to the work uniform. Gracie's top. Giraffe shirt, grass shirt. These are all Gracie items. Wizard's cap, boxing barricade. I have a lot of freaking 4-leaf clovers. I got one in storage here. Lucky black cat, that's a good HRA and lucky item. Moe statue, that's a Gulliver item. Lovely phone. Storage case. Ironic having a storage case and a storage case. Bill's pick. Yeah, if you became best friends with an animal or met certain other conditions, you could get their pictures. This was the beginning of that. Blair, Tabby, Pecan, Rolled, Blair again, Portia, Bree, Tank, Nan, Chow, Melba, no Stitches. I'm kind of sad all my favorite animals are gone. Oh, I was stock loading for the apocalypse here. Wow, I was packing heat. I was ready to get revenge on someone. Wow, I have 3 pages of this stuff. Party poppers and sparklers. Sure, I can take some of these with me. I guess I was saving them for a rainy day. These are part of an event. And then you can go upstairs. I can poke Ryan. Ryan's married now. I just saw Chris earlier this year. I revisited him in Arizona. That was nice. What do I have on my radio? Oh, I got a lot of frickin' stuff. I don't know if this is a complete set, but it's probably pretty close. True to what I said in my New Leaf videos, I loved using gyroids in my interior decorating, even though no one else seemed to. Anyway, what I was saying about New Leaf a second ago is I've wanted to make another Animal Crossing Let's Play for a long time. It's just that for as much as I defend New Horizons, I can't deny it. The animals just aren't as interesting or expressive or have as good of personalities as they did in New Leaf. In New Leaf, I was able to just make characters for so many of these people. I was able to just like have all of this canon lore and work with them on that level. It was just, the game gave me a lot to work with there, and I was able to, you know, with you guys, sort of craft a story out of it. And I just couldn't really do that with what New Horizons gives you because the animals just aren't that interesting to talk to and they don't feel like they really say different things all that much. There is good text in the game sometimes. It's not all bland and bad, but it is definitely more sparse than it was before. The focus is just a lot more on making pretty towns and, you know, collecting the animals you want than interacting with them. And I just don't really feel like we could make that same magic again, and that's why I haven't done it. I just don't think that it's the best idea. So I've thought about maybe like there could be something with like an earlier Animal Crossing game maybe, but it also would feel kind of stripped down in some ways because there's genuinely a lot of improvements that New Leaf and even New Horizons made that are kind of hard to go back to not having anymore. So I don't know. I've thrown around the idea a little bit, and part of the reason that I made this video was, you know, for a trip down memory lane for myself, sure, but also, you know, just to kind of be able to make an Animal Crossing video again, because it's been so long. Oh, you don't press Y to pick things up, that's what's going on here. Is there anything else in the menu that I haven't really gone into? I'm pretty sure we have every fish. Oh, no! I'm missing one! Gosh, figuring out how do I have the golden fishing rod then? I have every bug. Oh, I don't have the golden fishing rod. I have the golden net. I remember getting this net in my history class because I'd already finished my assignment for the day, and I had like the one teacher who didn't care if you played video games in class as long as you were done with your work. So I remember getting this in class and freaking out. I was one of those weird kids who actually loved history. Let's catch this fish. It would be really funny if this is the one fish that I'm missing. Let's catch just one fish and see what happens. It is really hard to see that fish shadow. And casting without an analog stick is also hard. Got it! Haven't lost my touch. It's a crucian carp. There's no way that was the fish I was missing. That's so common. Nope, it wasn't. Oh well. Well, is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? I talked about the holidays being lame. I talked about the soundtrack. Right, we were gonna go back and donate the last of our money to Boondox and see if that would do it. I've earned so many months of interest now that I should have a lot more money than when I last played the game. I got a good feeling about this. Uh-huh. No, I didn't have enough. I must be less than 1 million away at this point. I have to be, because if I had at least 3.2 million, I donated 2.4 million, and it's 6.4 million that I need. I must be really close, especially with how much I'd already played before this. It had probably already donated well beyond that benchmark of 3.2 million. I have to be close. There's no way that I'm not. Well, I suppose that's it. Thanks for joining me on this revisit to one of my favorite childhood games. I think my town and house really speak for themselves for how much I cared about this and how much I really didn't mean to walk out. How much I invested my time into this and just how important it was. This game was amazing. It still is, really. Gosh, I don't know if I could play it again and get the rainbow feather on my own time. I don't know. It is... Maybe I could do that and try to see if I can get somebody who has stitches in their town to let me have them. All right. I'll see you back here next time for something else. See you guys then. I really thought Rossetti was gonna show up at the beginning of the video, not gonna lie.